Hello YouTube, welcome back to the Web Gear Review. Today I'd like to take a look at some M1936 type of suspenders. Now the M1936 suspenders nomenclature would be Suspenders Belt M1936. The stock number was 74-S-389. Okay. Now, notice I said type of M1936 suspenders because these are M1943. Okay, now, once again, there's quite a controversy in the collector world whether these are called M1943 suspenders or M1944 first pattern. The author of Doughboy to GI, Kenneth Lewis, says in his book that he has these labeled as M1943 suspenders. And then the author of U.S. Marshal Web Belts and Bandoliers 1903 to 1981, R. Stephen Dorsey, he calls these in his book the M1944, the first type. And I disagree with that. I'm more on with Ken Lewis on the M1943. Now, but however, there's another group of people who say they're neither. M43 and M44 are just collector terms, and in fact, these are just a second pattern of the M1936 suspenders. But either way, I don't know, but I'm going to call them the M1943 type suspenders, is because that's what I've always called them. But I just wanted to give you that information. You can look into it and make your own decision. Now, the difference in the M1936 suspenders and these M1943 are basically two things. See this D-ring? If you remember, the M36 suspenders have a very small D-ring. See this padding? Extra padding was put up here for comfort, because the M36 will just simply have just a one layer and the small D-ring, and they was not as comfortable as these type here. Now all of these, whether it's M1936 or the M1944 43 combat suspenders, they were made to use with the musette bag. And these suspenders and the musette bag was made obsolete by the M1944 pack system, and that's when these, started to fade away, but they were still used beyond that. But however, look how they're built here. Have a crosshair on the back, hold the straps together. All these buckles and snaps that you see here, they are made out of bronze or brass, except for the D-rings, and they're steel, and these buckles are steel, okay? Other than that, these are identical to the M1936 type suspenders, except for the D-rings and the padding. Now, these particular suspenders here are dated 1943. Hopefully, you can see that. And once again, these are the ones that I had on the mannequin that I had my 1936 musette bag hooked up for, because that's what they were made for. And thanks for watching the Web Gear Review.